social media is a great place to share all kinds of ideas. And I wanted to talk a little bit today about purpose. Purpose is something that, when you see people struggling, especially out there in the world that we're seeing today, 2020 hasn't been the greatest year for everybody. And purpose really becomes important. What is our purpose? If your purpose, we're seeing this dramatically right now. Parents are dropping their kids off at college, and your purpose is being challenged immediately. Because if your purpose has been your children and you're dropping them at college, you really struggle with this. If your purpose has been raising kids, which by the way is extremely admirable, I'm not diminishing that in any capacity. But if that's your purpose, it's really important that you find something that's going to empower you in a different way, because as they grow up and grow older, it's really important they find a purpose other than pleasing you. Their purpose becomes their purpose. And so often we as parents get confused with our children's purpose and ours. And I've sat in here with couples that their kids are both at college at the same time, and they have no idea what to do. They have no idea. They have to meet new friends. They go on dates again. They barely even know each other because they've been moving in different directions every day. Soccer practice here, softball practice there. This is a real challenge. But finding purpose beyond your children is very, very important. And there's nothing wrong with it. I love the fact that if the worst thing in the world is our purpose is raising great humans, great job, moms and dads. That's awesome. But it's a little easier to get through the challenge of dropping the kids off at college if you realize that now it's time for them to find their purpose. And they'll never be happy in life if they're trying to please only you. They have to find what makes them happy, what makes them driven, what makes them want to succeed beyond that. I think we all go through that. We all go through that where we kind of think we're just doing this because our parents have said it's a great idea or it's the next step. And then you get to a point in your life where you're like, wait, I'm doing this for me. And that's empowering. For you, as you go through that, parents at college age kids, I have a couple of years. So I'm sure I'm going to be challenged. I'm sure I'm also going to have to find some new purpose, because I go to soccer practices and I watch them and I love them, and I go to tournaments, and my life revolves around so much of what our kids do. This also applies in business, by the way. We work with a lot of advisors that are selling their practices. And if their only impact is their business, they struggle. Their purpose must go beyond their business. Purpose must go beyond work. Purpose must go beyond, just the child that's leaving the nest. Purpose can be a lot of different things. But I'm interested. What are some of the things you find purpose in today? What are the things that drive you to succeed in a way that makes you feel purposeful? I believe so wholeheartedly that if you're sitting out there blaming anybody for the way you feel, the struggles you have, whatever it is, it's time to reevaluate. It's time to reevaluate and find that purpose. Find that thing that you're responsible for, that you're working towards, that you can control. Because like we said in the beginning of this video, there hadn't been a whole lot we can control in 2020 that we'd like to. I can tell you right now, if I could control it, I'd be traveling more. I'd find purpose on beautiful beaches in the Caribbean. I'd be in Napa. I could find lots of places. I'd love to go back to Ireland. I could zip these off 20 more times, because all I can think about right now is the things we can't do. But I can't control that right now. What I can control is what I can do right now. And I encourage you to find that purpose beyond whatever that challenge is. Don't make it one thing, make it multiple things. But really drive towards it, because it'll make you feel fulfilled. Thanks for joining me. I'm Scott Danner. What's your purpose today? What goes beyond the children? What goes beyond your job? What goes beyond, whatever it is that you're driven towards? What's that why behind what you do and why you do it? Share it with us. I'd love to hear it. Thanks for joining me.